Hey everybody, it's Pam with Pam's Craft Boutique, and today we are going to make some Patriotic pretzels. Now these pretzels, I used a mold that I got off of Etsy, and they are made with 10-minute resin, and the 10-minute resin turns white, so I don't have to paint them or do anything with them. I'm going to leave them just like they are, and using a mixture of caulk and red paint. I'm using Tuscan red is the red that I'm using. I am going to drizzle over the whole pretzel. And I'm going to do each one. And then I'm going to put that off to the side and we're going to let them dry. But I'm going to pick them up first because anything like when you drizzle and it goes off to the side, you don't want it to dry like that. So pick them up and put them in a different place. And now I'm going to use some Mod Podge because once these dry, I'm going to dip one side into a blue. All right. So I'm putting my Mod Podge in here. Now this Mod Podge, I will end up transferring it to a sealed container. And this Mod Podge will stay just fine as long as the container is sealed good. And we're going to use True Blue, as you see here. But yeah, so if you make a mixture like this and you have some left over, just put it in a sealed container. And when you go to use it again, it might be like a little film on top, but just kind of mix it around and it'll mix up. And that way no Mod Podge goes to waste because that stuff is not cheap, right? So we need to preserve as much as we can. So I'm just stirring very gently. It looks fast here because the video is sped up, but I do stir very slowly so that I don't get a lot of bubbles, because Mod Podge will get a lot of bubbles if you stir it too fast. So now once these pretzels are dry, I'm going to dip them into this Mod Podge here, the blue Mod Podge, and they're still a little tacky, so you'll see I'm being a little extra careful with them. And I'm just going to try to shake off as much as I can. And then I'm going to lay them down, and I let them sit for a few minutes, and then I'll move them again, because I want to give time for that blue Mod Podge to kind of drain off as much as it's going to drain off. And then I'm going to move it because I don't want it to pool or puddle underneath the pretzel. So I kind of move them around so you don't get that. And I'm using my popsicle stick here to help me get to the top a little bit better. Because it's still, like I said, that red is still a little tacky. So I don't want to touch it. So I'm just finding whatever little empty spot I can to be able to dip it down in there. So they're all nice and dipped, okay? And now while the Mod Podge is still a little wet, all right, you don't want to wait till it dries. So you want to get it while it's still wet. We are going to take some sprinkles that are little white stars that I get from Playco 3. If you'd like a link to them, let me know. And we're going to put, I think I do like 5 or 6 on each one. I usually do odd numbers, but it looked a little funny, so I ended up doing 6. I think it was 6. And I'm just going to go along the outside edge here. And that is pretty much it, guys. Pretzels are so easy to make. You can use them or make them for any theme that you want. And I love using 10-minute resin, especially if I need white, because then I don't have to paint it. I don't have to dip it. I don't have to do anything to it because 10-minute resin, when it sets up, turns white. All right. So it just makes it a little bit easier. Work smarter, not harder, right? So the less we have to do with the same outcome works out just fine. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all have any questions, please let me know. I appreciate you watching, and if you wouldn't mind sprinkling, that would be great. Thanks again, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next video.